So coming to the quickly part, the subject is your electrical machine design, and it's the course code is EEE 502. As I have already told you in my previous that in your previous batches there are two type of design, are design 1 and design 2, and in your previous semester, or you can say that your seniors will taught two designs. Design 1, that is comprised of the design of the transformer as well as design of the DC machine. But now in your semester you are teaching with one design, and in this one design you are discussing both the designs. Clear? So this is basically the syllabus of the design one that you have deal. Now if you see on the syllabus part, there are basically the 5 units. You have a section A, you have a section B. Again in a section A you are having the 2 units, that is introduction and the transformer. That means in your section A you get an idea about the introduction of the design, and in the introduction of the design you are discussing about the major consideration in the electrical machine design: choice of specific magnetic loading, choice of specific electrical loading, and heat flow, thermal considerations, and all. And if you see on the same part, you have a transformer, and in the transformer you have the sizing of the transformer, the main dimensions, the kV output of a single phase or a three-phase transformer, then window space factor, and overall, and the methods of the cooling of transformer. So this is the basically the section A part. Now in a section A part there are 2 units, that is introduction and the transformer. And similarly in a section B there are also the 3 main units. Number 1 is the induction motor design, and number 2 will be the synchronous machine design, and number 3, that is basically the new thing that should be added in this curriculum of your electrical machine design, and here it is computerized aided design, that is called as the CAD. How a computerized design can be calculated, how it can be formulated so that actual process can be done. So this is all about, you can say that, the syllabus of the electrical machine design. As also it is mentioned that there will be a total of 8 questions in the university examination. You have to attempt 5 questions out of 8 questions by selecting 2 questions from each section. That means it's your choice. You have to attend the 3 questions from section A or 3 questions from section B. For example, if you attempt 3 questions from the section A, you have to be attempt 2 questions from the section B. And if you attempt the 2 questions from the section A, now you have to attempt the 3 questions from the section B. So accordingly, we will see on which section you have to be attempted these questions. Clear? Now, before proceeding, it is audible to all of you now. So before proceeding to the
Yes, sir.
So before proceeding to the further electrical machine design, firstly, I will tell you about design. What do you mean by this design? Design क्या है? क्या होता है design? Design means it is not, you can say that you take something like drafter, you take something like ruler, pencil, and all that, and after that you will continue to make some drawing of the electrical machines and all that. This is not a basically the design. Design means you have to calculate starting from the very beginning to the basic of the machine to its last specification. For example, I will use the word here. Let us suppose you have to make a transformer. You have to design a transformer. So for making the transformer, you are given a certain thing. For example, let it be I am a customer and I required a transformer of 5 kVA. This 5 kVA is basically, you can say that the power. I required 5 kVA transformer. This 5 kVA I will provide you. Another thing, I will tell you, I required a step up transformer. That means when I say I required step up transformer, so I am providing you to the voltage level, that input voltage will be say 220 and output voltage I required will be 440. Also, I am giving you the information like it is a single phase transformer or a three phase transformer. So the main point here I discussed with you is that a design engineer can never proceed to its design until and unless it requires a certain data from the customer, isn't it? For example, I will quote this thing with the civil engineer. Let it be you have a land of say 20 by 30 feet. Let us take an example. You have a land of 20 by 30 feet. So you are thinking that you will make a house on this land. So first of all, you tell your requirement to the civil engineer that I am requiring about one room, one bedroom, one lobby, one kitchen, one washroom, one you can say that one puja room and all that. So based upon your requirement, the civil engineer or architectural engineer make the drawing of that particular plot, and after that the erection process will begin continues. Now in the same manner, in our electrical engineering also this design can be kept in mind. So I can say that for you can say that for design point of view, let it be I have to make a transformer. So firstly I should know what is the requirement. मान लेते हैं जो मैं भी आपसे बात कर रहा था कि आपको एक ट्रांसफॉर्मर चाहिए, तो आप पहले अपनी एक रिक्वायरमेंट देंगे डिजाइन इंजीनियर को दैट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड अ 5 kVA transformer, you are required a single phase transformer, you are required a step up transformer in which your primary voltage says 220 and the secondary voltage say will be 440 volt. So based upon these requirements, the design engineer will work it out. He will start doing work. That so the client says its output will be 5 kVA, so the design engineer is working on 5 kVA transformer. Again the design engineer thinks that the client's requirement is it is a step up transformer. So at the back end the design engineer must having the knowledge that if it is a step up transformer, then the primary side winding turns should be greater than the secondary winding turns. ऐसा ना हो कि वो secondary के turns ज्यादा करते फिर तो वो step down बन जाएगा. So कहने का मतलब ये है कि डिजाइन तब तक स्टार्ट नहीं होता जब तक आप अपने क्लाइंट से, आप अपने कस्टमर से एक रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं पूछते हैं. वंस द रिक्वायरमेंट कैन गेट इट, जब आपको रिक्वायरमेंट मिल जाती है, as a design engineer you will start working on the you can say that design part of two. So I will discuss with you the design of transformer. Now today I will just discuss about the concept of design, how that design will be done, and in later on stages, in next lectures or next videos, we will discuss how the step by step this process can be carried out. Now, for example, I will say you are getting a 5 kVA transformer with step up transformer with single phase transformer, and the voltage will be 11 kV slash say 440 volt. So in that case, these are your input data. These are the input data which can be used by the design engineer for designing the transformer. So what the design engineer do? He, based upon this data, he calculate what is the iron length required for making the core, what is the gross core length for making the core, what is the cross sectional area of the conductor that can be used for calculation of the for carrying the current, what is the specific magnetic loading, what is the specific electrical loading, how this it is a oil immersed transformer or it is a water immersed transformer, and all that. So these are basically, you can say that initially when you provide certain requirement to the design engineer, on the basis of this requirement the design engineer start working on it. Clear? I am here quoting one most important thing to you. Let it be, for example, if you have to connect your mobile phone with a you can say that a wire in order to get the charging. So you are required a wire of certain dimension. But can we use the same wire to connect a geyser? Can we connect? Yeah, I'm asking with you people. Can we connect?
No, sir. No, sir.
we,
No,
we
sir.
we can't connect. The reason being the current carrying capacity to charge the mobile phone is very very low, but the current carrying capacity to, you can say that, connection of the geyser is very very high. So the same wire cannot be used. We are required a high, or you can say that a high cross sectional area wire in order to connect the geyser with the electrical supply, and we are required the low cross sectional area of the wire in order to connect the mobile phone with the supply. So on which parameter it will be defined that this wire can be used for charging the mobile, and this wire can be used for connection of geyser. This is all, you can say that, for the design point of view, isn't it? So you can get an idea how the design can be calculated. Now how the design can be calculated, I will discuss with you one by one, and after that we will discuss this out. Now you must be aware that what does this mean, ye design hai kya. So if you see on your screen, I have made a slide that the design of electrical machine for particular your semester, it comprises of introduction, that is the unit number 1. Then you have to design a particular transformer, and in case of a transformer, you are working on the single phase transformer, you are working on a 3-phase transformer, and after that you are working on the machine design. And when you start working the design of the machine, you are focused about 2 types of machines. The one is induction machine and another is the synchronous machine. So all the detail, all the things that you have read it out in your machines, either that, in case of induction machine, there is a term that is called as the slip. What is the slip, how the slip can be calculated, all theory portion you are discussed in your electrical machines. But now in design point of view, you get a design, you have to get a design. What is the end ring size, what is the rotor slots, what is the stator slots, how much conductors per slot, how much the conductors per in rotor slot, and each and everything you have to be calculated in case of design for induction machine as well as in synchronous machine design. And after that you have the computer aided design. Computer aided design means CAD design. Before the practical implementation to the original machine into this real world, firstly we have to get a simulate. Now how this simulation will be done, and how the actual work process will be goes on, this all you are dealing with your computer aided design. For computer aided design, I will give you some example. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो भी आपके एयर पायलट्स होते हैं, क्या उनको स्टार्टिंग में ही एयरप्लेन्स दे दिए जाते हैं उड़ाने के लिए? या
नो सर, पहले सिमुलेशन होती है।
सिमुलेशन होती
नहीं
है।
सर।
व्हाई द सिमुलेशन विल बी डन?
सर ताकि वो थोड़ा ट्रेंड हो जाए,
ताकि उनको पता लग जाए कि एक्चुअल में वर्किंग हो क्या रही है। द सेम केस बिफोर लॉन्चिंग द फाइनल मशीन इनटू द वर्ल्ड। आपने एक मशीन का डिजाइन किया, डिजाइन करके आपने उस मशीन को मार्केट में लॉन्च कर दिया। मान लेते हैं आपने डिजाइन किया, जब उसको अपने मार्केट में लॉन्च किया, उस मशीन की एफिशिएंसी 50% रह गई। तो दैट मींस इफ द मशीन इज हैविंग एन एफिशिएंसी ऑफ द 50%, हाउ फ्रूटफुल इज फॉर our environment. So in that case, firstly we have get all the data in the simulation mode, and this simulation process will be worked on this computer aided design. So once this computer aided design will be over, after that the machine will be particularly installed in our you can say that come to the market. So this is all about, you can say that, the computer aided design. Now this is the one of the most important thing, that the major considerations in electrical machine design. Whenever you get a design, जब भी आप एक डिजाइन इंजीनियर की मतलब सोच से एक मशीन डिजाइन करते हैं, so these are certain points that you should kept in mind while designing of any electrical machine. Either you can design a transformer, either you can design a DC generator, either you can design a DC motor or induction or a synchronous, whatever you design. These are the some important, you can say that, the points that you should kept in mind, that electrical engineering material, what is the material that you can use for making the design. Either if you make a, like for example, if you make a motor, so in that motor, what is the material used? Either you can use the SI material, that is stainless steel material, either you can use the GI material, that is galvanized iron material, and many more. So what type of material that you can use for making your machine, this is the one of the most important point that you kept in mind. Moreover, all these points get kept in your mind, that is what is the space factor, what is the choice of specific magnetic loading, and what is the choice of specific electrical loading. See, these terms I will discuss with you one by one on my another lectures, that what do you mean by this specific electrical loading, what is this by specific electrical loading, magnetic loading. After that you have thermal consideration, because as you know, in our electrical, when every machine is start working, it produces certain losses, and these losses are generally appear in the form of the heat. So the machine get heated, and if this heat is not extracted, so what will happen, this machine will get damaged. So in order to remove the heat, you are requiring certain thermal considerations. Then you have heat flow, temperature rise, rating of the machine, and standard specification. So these are you can say that the important points that you must kept in mind while design a particular machine. So we are considered each and every point in our mind while we are coming to the part to design of DC machine. So this is all about the design point of view. What do you mean by this design of electrical machine, how this electrical machine starts, किस तरीके से हम इसका डिजाइनिंग पार्ट करते हैं, all that. Anybody having any doubt? Yeah, anybody having any doubt?